butcher has only one arm. You don't notice it at first. Like a magic trick or something. He can do everything he needs to do with one hand. So for ages, you don't notice that his other hand isn't real. Of course, I've always wanted to ask him how it happened, but I never have. I mean, I wouldn't, because it's one of those questions. Like asking someone how exactly they tried to commit suicide. It's one of those kind of questions. I mean, you just don't ask. 2 fillet steaks, please.
Special occasion, is it?
Sorry?
You usually get half a pound of minced beef.
How do you know that?
You get the same thing every week, and every week it's me who serves you.
That's clever.
What's clever?
That you remember.
Of course I remember.
Well, I just thought...
You thought all the customers just blurred into one?
Well, no, not all the customers. I don't expect all of them blur, just some of them.
That'll be £5.50, please.
Oh, just a sec. As a person, I am extremely ordinary looking. Ordinary face, ordinary hair, ordinary mouth, ordinary eyes, ordinary heart pumping ordinary blood around my ordinary body. So I was pleased to hear that I did not blur into all the other customers. I was pleased to hear that the butcher knew my face, and it looked different from other faces.
What's the occasion then?
Oh, it's my birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. My husband, Vernon, did not remember my birthday, and I did not feel like reminding him. He ate the steaks in the cream and mushroom sauce without making any comment. Then we watched Superman, which was showing on the telly. Christopher Reeve rescued a boy who fell into the Niagara Falls, and then 3 villains in sparkly black jumpsuits took over the world. But I missed the last 20 minutes because Vernon wanted to catch the cricket.
187 for 8.
After he went to bed, I took the cake out. I let the candles burn right down so that the wax melted onto the icing. And I thought about the butcher and Superman and the Niagara Falls. Then I made a wish. Half a pound of minced beef, please.
How are the steaks?
Oh, very nice, thank you.
You're very pale today.
Sorry?
Your face, it's very pale.
Oh, no, it always is. It's just the way I am. You know, I just haven't got a lot of colour.
Today you're more pale than usual. Today you're extra pale.
Am I?
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I feel fine.
You don't feel dizzy or, well, nauseous?
No, not at all.
And maybe you're not eating enough green vegetables.
I thought it was funny that a butcher should be promoting vegetables, which seem sort of like the enemy of meat.
Spinach?
It's good for you.
I don't like it.
Have you ever tried it?
I can tell from looking at it that I don't like it.
Well, you've got to be a bit more open-minded than that, Vernon.
I am open-minded. I'm very open-minded.
See, the thing is, the butcher thinks I might be a bit anemic.
The butcher?
Because I've got no colour. And he told me to get plenty of iron.
What's the butcher got to do with it?
Well, he just noticed. He just saw what was happening to me.
What's happening to you? Nothing's happening to you.
Where are you going? Vernon! I sat and ate a whole plate of spinach, all on my own, while my husband went and bought a Savoy sausage from the chip shop. The next morning I was worse than the day before. I went back to the butcher.
Did you eat the spinach?
Yes.
Well, it'll probably take time to take effect.
But I look terrible.
You don't look terrible. You don't. Actually, you look sort of translucent.
Translucent?
That's what I'd call it.
But that's just you being polite, isn't it?
I can't eat this.
Will you just try it?
Dear God, Shirley, what did you do? Buy shares in it?
I need it for my iron deficiency.
You don't even know you've got an iron deficiency.
Well, I know something's wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong in your head.
In the night, I got up to get a glass of water. I looked in the mirror and I was ever so slightly see-through. Behind my body, I could see the wardrobe and the corner of the bed and the carpet and everything. I was like a net curtain with the sun shining through. In the morning, I was back to normal. Pale, very pale, but normal.
It was a dream.
It wasn't a dream.
Of course it was a dream.
You weren't there, so how do you know?
How do I know? How do I know that you weren't see-through?
Yes.
Because I'm a rational human being.
You were asleep.
So were you. You were asleep and you were dreaming.
Jam or marmalade?
Jam.
Maybe I've got cancer.
What?
Maybe I have.
You have not got cancer.
How do you know?
You're doing marmalade.
What?
I asked for jam.
Oh, did you? I don't think the spinach is working, and I wondered if you'd got any other suggestions.
Well, it's sort of beyond my field of expertise, really. I mean, I think you need to see a doctor.
I'm afraid he'll tell me it's cancer.
Cancer?
Because it could be.
Well, it could be anything.
But I'm afraid it's going to be something bad.
My dad had cancer, and he didn't look how you look.
How did he look?
He lost all his hair.
But that was the chemo. That wasn't the cancer.
Well, you've got to find out. I mean, you can't be lying awake at night thinking about it.
Then, one morning, I woke up to find I'd disappeared completely. I couldn't see my arms, or my shoulders, or my breasts, or my legs, or anything. My first idea was that I died. You hear about people who go to bed and die. Young men, young women. Some people just die out of the blue for no reason. But then I thought, if I am dead, I ought to be floating on the ceiling, looking down on my perfectly still and lifeless flesh. At least that's what I've read. You know, from people who nearly died during operations. I went and looked in the mirror. There was no one. Nothing. And yet I was still there. I still existed. I could feel my arms and my shoulders and my knees. I could hear my heart thumping in my chest, so I was not thin air. I was solid. I panicked then. I started to shake. My teeth were chattering. I didn't know what to do with myself. Nothing dramatic had ever happened to me before. Except once when I won a raffle. A 6-foot-tall white bunny rabbit with starey eyes, and that was a very different sort of experience. I mean, it didn't really prepare me for this. I watched Vernon wake up and stumble out of bed. When he came out of the shower, he started shouting,
"Shirley! Where's my trousers?"
He didn't realise that I was stood right next to him. I breathed on his face just to see what he would do. He swatted the air as if I was a fly. Then he came downstairs, trouserless, and looked for me in the kitchen. And all the time I watched him, I was thinking, in a minute I'll say something. In a minute I'll tell him I'm still here. In the end, he found another pair of trousers and made himself a boiled egg. And he wrote me a note saying,
Where the hell were you?
I got the brandy out then because I needed it for the shock. I was onto my third glass when I saw Mrs. Chandra walking down the street. She was walking funny, like she'd twisted her ankle or something. In our street I hardly know anyone by name, but Mrs. Chandra is an exception. She made a point of introducing herself when they moved in. She even invited us round, but Vernon wouldn't go. Said there was something on the telly. Then they had the tragedy with their daughter and they didn't invite us round again. Now I see her walking in this funny way, leaning like she might fall over. So I go and follow her into the house. And inside the house she starts crying. And of course I can't speak to her. I can't say, "Are you all right? Is your heart breaking? Shall I make you a cup of tea?" So what I do is I switch the light switch on and off several times. She looks up at the light, so I do it again. Then I put music on. Loud, beautiful music fills the house, and she looks amazed. Not scared or, worried, just amazed.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water.
When Mr. Chandra comes in, she tells him about the lights and the music, and he says maybe there's a fault with the electrics. She tells him that she was crying for Maya when it happened. He says, what does that mean? What's she saying? That Maya is turning the lights on and off? Mrs. Chandra says, no, not exactly. No, not exactly that. Well, what then? He asks. She says she doesn't know what she's saying. She's not saying anything. But when she speaks about it, her face is shining with light or hope or something. And I feel worried that I've made her believe this thing that isn't true. Like someone who cons people out of money by saying they can hear voices from the grave. On the third day, Vernon went to the police station. We waited together to report my disappearance. On the walls of the station there were all these posters, together we can crack crime. And it occurred to me then that being invisible would be very useful if you were trying to crack crime. And that perhaps I should use my invisibility to contribute something to society.
Have you got a photo?
A photo?
Of your wife?
No.
So, what does she look like?
Well, it's hard to say.
Hard to say?
I mean, it's hard to say what anyone looks like, isn't it? She looks, she looks like a normal woman. She's not fat, she's not thin, and she's not ginger.
Well, how tall is she, sir? Is she particularly short? Is she particularly tall?
Average, I'd say. What's the average height of the average woman?
5'5".
Let's say 5'5" then.
Hair colour?
Don't know.
You don't know?
It's somewhere in between light and dark.
The policewoman gave Vernon a funny look. I think she thought maybe I didn't exist. Maybe Vernon was deluding himself that he had any kind of wife at all. Under hair colour she wrote mousy brown. I watched her over her shoulder and tried not to breathe too heavily.
You know, it's most often another relationship in these kind of circumstances.
Another relationship?
An extramarital scenario.
You mean another bloke?
Look, I'm not saying that's the case here. I'm just saying it's the most common cause of disappearance.
Well, I never even considered that a possibility.
Has she shown any interest in anyone else?
No. But she has shown a sudden interest in spinach.
Spinach?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we can use that information, sir.
That night, I stalked the rainy streets in search of criminals or someone who needs saving. The streets are quiet because I've left the house too early. I know now that the trouble doesn't really begin till after closing time. I do find a cat up a tree, but the cat is terrified of me and she claws my hand when I try to carry her down. No one notices the tree shaking violently from the weight of me or the cat fighting with no one. It is amazing how little people do notice what's going on around them. And if a door opens all by itself once in a while, no one bats an eye. At the end of a disappointing night, I telephone Vernon to tell him that I'm not dead and I'm not having an affair.
Hello, Vernon McGill speaking. Hello?
I hear his voice and all the words sort of die in my throat.
Who is this? Who is this, please?
I dial again.
Hello? Hello?
The phone box smells of cigarettes and urine. Scratched into the glass, it says, God loves you. I'm freezing cold and soaked to the skin. Outside, the rain is lit up by the streetlights.
I'm counting to 3. I'll count to 3, and then if you haven't spoken, that's it. All right? 1, 2, 3.
But what am I supposed to say to him?
Shirley, is this you? Is it? If this is Shirley McGill, my wife, then Shirley, just come home. Whatever it is, I'll forgive you, and we'll just go right back to normal. This is your last chance, Shirley. Come home tonight, and we'll act as if nothing ever happened, because I'm prepared to be big about it. I am. People are always saying to me, how come you're so big-hearted? And I say to them, that's just the way I am. I'm naturally a big-hearted kind of a man. I mean, I don't know whether you think you're making a point or something, but you've got nothing to complain about. You've got no money worries, no cause for concern there. At the end of the day, you've never had to go out and earn a living, have you? Never had to lift a finger, in fact. And some people might say you should thank your lucky stars. Some people might say you don't know how lucky you are, how good you've got it. And all I can say is, Priscilla would never have done this to Elvis. And Jackie would never have done this to Jack. This kind of behaviour is reserved for nutters, Shirley, for fruitcakes, dingbats, headbangers, and out-and-out Looney Tunes.
I watch him eating another boiled egg. The egg yolk dribbles down his chin and then falls onto his shirt collar. All the time I'm sat there dripping water onto the carpet. But he doesn't notice. I mean, he doesn't notice that the chair is wet or that there are muddy footprints across the kitchen floor. I go back to the rainy streets in search of crime. I stay out all night. I finally find a violent situation outside a nightclub. 3 boys. They're only boys, only young. All of them are wearing white shirts. No jumpers or anoraks or anything. They're having some kind of argument. The argument flares up and dies down. I just watch and listen. Seems like it'll turn out all right and they'll separate. Then one of them takes out a knife. All I want is to take the knife away. Somehow he stabs me in the shoulder. He feels his knife go into something, someone. They all stare at each other like they're frozen. The boy is sure he felt the knife sink into someone's skin.
Someone's called the old Bill!
Then they run. So it's raining, and I'm lying in the middle of the road bleeding, and I start thinking about Superman. How he worked alone, and how he was brave and heroic and didn't complain about loneliness or the rain or whatever. But I'm not Superman, am I? I'm not invincible, I'm only invisible. I come home to find my husband kissing a woman on the settee. She's wearing a pink jumper.
Hello?
Sorry that I'm calling at such an unsociable hour.
Who is this, please?
This is Mrs. McGill.
Mrs. McGill.
Do you remember me? The one who always bought half a pound of minced beef. You once told me that I was translucent.
Mrs. McGill?
Yes.
You've been in the paper.
Yes. That's right, that's me.
People are looking for you.
I know.
Well, the police and that.
I know.
Where are you?
I'm in a phone box.
Are you all right?
Well, see, something happened to me.
What? What happened to you?
If I tell you, you'll think I'm a lunatic.
Just tell me anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Go on.
5 days ago, I woke up and I was invisible.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Yes, that's okay, that's good. The butcher patches me up with 3 tea towels, which he wraps round me like bandages. I was trying to stop a fight.
What fight?
Just this fight in the street.
What were you doing that for?
I was trying to do something good. I've been trying to do good things, but see, it's not as easy as you might think. I mean, it's not easy to find the windows of opportunity.
You need to go to the hospital.
How can I go to a hospital?
We'll explain.
You know what they'll do, don't you?
What?
Well, they'll do all this scientific research. They'll do experiments on me and I'll be like a monkey in a cage.
Well, what about your shoulder?
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm going to bleed to death or anything.
Oh, let's hope not, eh?
I feel like we're 2 soldiers who are at war together, and if we needed to, we would die for each other. But I don't say that, obviously.
Why do you think this happened?
Why do I think what happened?
You know, becoming invisible.
I don't know. No idea.
Because that's the key, isn't it? If we could find out why you became invisible in the first place, then maybe we could work out how to turn you back.
Well, yeah, that sounds logical.
Maybe you did it to yourself.
How do you mean?
Well, it could be something you can switch on and off.
But wouldn't I know if it was something like that?
Maybe you just need to do something radical.
Radical? Like what?
I don't know. That's what we need to find out.
We?
Me and you.
Oh.
You can stay here until we get it all sorted.
Oh, no. I couldn't impose on you like that. I mean, there's no need. I can go home. It was just that the woman with the jumper, and look, I don't suppose she'll be there anymore.
Shirley.
Yeah?
If you'd rather stay here, then you can stay. It's not a problem.
Through the gap in the door, I watched the butcher take his arm off. The false one. He undoes it, and it's like I'm seeing him take his clothes off. I feel like I shouldn't be watching. When I fall asleep, I dream that Vernon is Elvis and I'm Priscilla. In my dream, the butcher comes to visit and he asks us, "Do you know where my arm might be?"
Hello?
It's me. Shirley.
What are you whispering for?
In case anyone can hear me.
Well, there's no one here.
I know, but...
But what?
I don't know. Anyone.
You just missed your husband.
Vernon was in here.
He thought maybe I knew where you were.
Why would he think that?
Said you'd mentioned me.
Really?
He looked sad.
He isn't sad.
He looked lost.
He isn't lost.
I think you should ring him.
No.
I think you should.
He kissed another woman.
So what?
He doesn't love me.
Maybe that's not true.
Well, maybe I've got more important things to worry about.
What's happened? What's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. But, you know, I wanted to do something good.
Yeah?
And I said it was difficult to find windows of opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, last night I had this idea, and the only problem is that I need money.
How much money?
Can we go to a casino?
A casino?
See, we could play at roulette, and I could move the ball to the right number.
You mean like we could cheat?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
The casino's not quite what I'd hoped for. No one's dressed very glamorous. The croupiers all wear these dirty maroon jackets and bow ties. Everyone looks bored. In the corner, a man plays a piano, except it's not a piano. It's one of those synthesizers switched on to piano mode.
I'd like to place 500 on 22, please.
The croupier is very tall and skinny with a little black moustache like Hitler's. The butcher winks at me and I squeeze his arm because he can't see me smiling. The croupier places the little ball on the wheel and I can hear a drum roll in my head. Then this woman stands on my foot. At just the moment when I'm supposed to move the ball, she steps heavily onto my shoe. The ball is going round and round. In a minute it will stop and we'll have lost. I pull my foot from under hers just as she moves away. And it's like when someone has been trying to open a door, then the door opens from the other side and they go flying. Well, I go flying into the roulette wheel and the ball flies into the air and rolls across the floor. Amazingly, the croupier just says,
Let's try again, shall we, sir?
Is everything all right?
What, sir? Yes, sir, everything's perfectly all right. Just a little hiccup, that's all.
I squeeze the butcher's arm to try and reassure him that yes, everything is all right.
500 on 22, wasn't it?
That's right.
Congratulations, sir.
The butcher cashes in his chips and lights a cigarette, in a manner reminiscent of Clint Eastwood after a shootout.
Let's go.
We write letters to all the people in the street where I live.
Dear Sir, I am delighted to inform you that there is a brand new vacuum cleaner waiting at the above High Street store with your name written on it. With best wishes and kindest regards from S and B.
Dear Madam, we are sending you the enclosed cash in order that you can pay your outstanding heating bill. Please do not spend the rest of it on feeding the birds, but keep some back for future warmth. With best wishes and kindest regards, S and B.
Dear Madam, please accept the enclosed cash so that you do not have to take the evening job as a stripper to make ends meet.
Oh.
Best wishes and good luck in the career of your choice, S and B.
Dear Sir, please accept this money so you can visit your brother in Moscow to tell him in person how sorry you are for sleeping with his wife. With best wishes and kindest regards, S and B.
But what do you want for yourself?
I don't want anything.
But what would make you happy?
Well, this is making me happy. Doing this is.
But it's not making you visible, is it?
Well, no, but it was never supposed to.
I thought it might. I thought it might be the radical thing that would turn things around.
Why would it?
Because people gain their sense of identity through positive action.
Do they?
See, I see this invisibility thing as like a kind of extreme identity crisis.
You think I'm having an extreme identity crisis?
Well, what would you call it?
Oh, I haven't got a name for it. Oh, you expecting someone?
No, not at all.
Sorry to bother you at this time of night, sir.
Is there a problem?
Do you mind if I step inside for a moment?
I'm afraid that the policewoman has been tipped off by the casino and we will both get jail sentences for gambling fraud.
Are you acquainted with a Mrs. Shirley McGill?
Yes, yes, I am.
And what's the nature of your relationship?
How do you mean?
Were you ever romantically involved?
No, she was just a customer of mine.
Her husband, Mr. Vernon McGill, believes that she might have left him in order to run away with you.
Well, I assured Mr. McGill that I didn't know where she was.
Ah. And that's still the case, is it?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
That's all I needed to know.
Oh, right.
I'll see myself out.
Can you remember what I looked like? I mean, if you had to describe how I looked to an officer of the law, would you be able to do it?
Of course.
Tell me. Tell me what I look like. He could describe me in detail. He had a mental picture. If he had been to the police station to report my disappearance, he wouldn't have said that my hair colour was somewhere between light and dark. The last letter I deliver is to number 22. In the kitchen, Mr. Chandra's washing up. A 10-year-old girl roller skates down the street and past the window. He stops when he sees her. He stops like a statue, with a saucepan in one hand and a Brillo pad in the other. The girl glides out of sight like someone from a dream, but Mr. Chandra stays still. Soapy water's running down his arm. I switch the lights on and off. Slowly, he turns towards me. I put the music on.
God's gonna trouble the water.
Then he calls his daughter's name. Maya, Maya. Then his wife comes running into the kitchen and he keeps calling, Maya, Maya. I used to see her going off to school at 8:10 every morning. She was lovely. Used to make me think of an advert, a milk or orange juice or something. He sits down on the kitchen floor, cries for his daughter. Mrs. Chandra holds on to his hand, and then the flowers start to arrive. Orange and yellow and gold, and they keep on arriving. And Mr. and Mrs. Chandra are like, where are they all coming from?
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Chandra, these flowers are intended to be a comfort. With best wishes and kindest regards, S and B.
On his answer machine, the butcher's left me a message.
Shirley, this is me. I'm at the police station. I've been arrested for the murder of you. That woman, the policewoman, when she came to the flat, she found some of your blood, and she must have found it on the stairs on her way out, so naturally they think that I've kidnapped and murdered you.
I telephone the police station immediately and tell them that I'm not dead.
Well, how do we know that you are in fact Mrs. Shirley McGill?
Well, because I am.
You could be anyone, madam. I could be talking to the Duchess of Bedford for all I know.
But I mean, I can tell you anything you need to know. I can tell you my date of birth, my favourite ice cream, where I was when John Lennon was shot, what my mother's maiden name was, and how I got the scar on my left knee.
I'm afraid you're going to have to come down to the station in person. We're going to need the physical evidence that you are who you say you are.
Becoming visible after a long period of invisibility requires concentration. I've never levitated or done yoga or anything. I have prayed, and it's a bit like praying. I picture myself in my mind's eye. I imagine every part of myself. My pale skin, the scar on my knee, the colour of my eyes. Then I wish, and I pray, and I dream, and there's a rushing of light. And all of a sudden, I can see all the possibilities and all the chances for happiness in the world, and all the beauty. The truth is like lit up in neon letters with fireworks behind it. Like the truth is on fire, and I'm on fire, and inside I'm white. This white light is rushing through me, and like maybe it is all electricity, or maybe it is something divine, and that's why it was scratched on the telephone box that God loves me, or maybe it is just white light and nothing more. And I wish that I could be seen, and that Vernon could see the light. And I know that love is all you need. And when I look in the mirror, I'm back. I'm visible. There is a translucent quality to me, but perhaps I will always have that.
Where did you say you were?
The Niagara Falls.
The Niagara Falls?
Yes.
And why didn't you tell your husband you were going away?
Because he forgot my birthday.
I see.
I did send him a postcard, but must have got lost.
We've had police officers wasting their time and energy on you, Mrs. McGill.
Well, I'm sorry.
This is a very serious matter. We could bring charges against you.
Oh, I see.
We'll be in touch.
So, are you going to let him go?
After the paperwork, yes.
While I'm waiting, I'll give Vernon a ring.
Hello? Hello? Mr. Nobody, is it? Back again, are you?
Vernon.
Shirley?
Hello, Vernon.
Is it you? Is it really you?
Yes.
I thought you were dead.
Well, I'm not.
Where are you?
Police station.
I was afraid you were dead.
I'm sorry about that.
Is that all I get? I'm sorry about that.
Well, I'm not sure what to say, am I?
Where the hell have you been?
It's a long story.
What?
Well, and it's complicated.
Shirley, stop mucking about.
I'm not mucking about. I'm trying to have a serious conversation.
If you don't come home within the next 15 minutes, it's all over. And I won't take you back, even if you get down on your knees and beg.
I expect the butcher to look kind of dishevelled and in need of a shave. That's how men always look when they get released from a police cell. But the butcher looks exactly the same as before.
How did you do it?
Do what?
Become visible?
Oh, I'm not sure exactly. I just sort of prayed or wished or something. Sorry about the arrest.
It doesn't matter. You're visible again, that's all that counts.
Oh, why are you so incredibly nice?
I'm not. I'm not that incredibly nice.
You're the nicest person I've ever met in my whole life.
Shirley.
Then I kiss him. I've been wanting to kiss him for so long, you know. So I do. I just do it. Right there and then.
Mrs. McGill!
Yes?
What do you think you're playing at? And you said, look, I suggest you both take that kind of behaviour outside, right now.
I wish I could say we went straight to a hotel room. I wish I could say that we lived happily ever after and had 3 children. And all of them became translucent butchers and it never rained ever again. But that's not what happened. The kiss was, in fact, an awkward sort of thing and we didn't know what to say about it. Sorry about that.
No, don't say sorry.
I shouldn't have done it.
No, you should. I mean, why shouldn't you?
Well, because you didn't want me to.
I'm just surprised.
But not in a good way.
Shirley.
I'm in love with you. I am. I've had the time of my life with you. It's been like in that song, you know, by Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes, and I thought maybe since you were so kind to me, I thought maybe... Well, I mean, I hoped. I mean, not that it was likely...
Shirley.
Yeah?
I like you. I respect you and I admire you, but...
You're not in love with me?
No.
But you could remember me in such detail.
I'm just good with faces, Shirley. That's all. I'm just good with faces.
I walked back through the door, and there he is, dressed for the office, egg in an egg cup.
You can't just walk through the door and act like nothing happened.
I'm not.
I've been worried out of my mind. I've thought of nothing else but you for weeks.
Well, that's not strictly true, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, you did have the night when you kissed that woman on the sofa.
No, I didn't.
Look, I'm not going to stand here and argue about
Shirley,
it.
I swear on my life, I never kissed anybody.
You swear on your life?
I swear on my life.
She was wearing a pink jumper.
What?
She was wearing a pink jumper and she had, boots, cowboy boot type things.
How did you know that?
You have to answer my question before I'll answer yours.
But you haven't told me anything. You haven't told me anything at all.
I'll tell you one thing.
What?
I've fallen in love.
That's what they said. That's what they said at the police station. It'll be another bloke. And I said, no, not my Shirley.
You didn't. You didn't say, no, not my Shirley. You said that you'd never considered that a possibility. That's what you said.
So suddenly you know everything, do you?
No, not everything, just some things. Some things that I didn't know before.
Before when?
Before I went away.
Shirley, the woman in the pink jumper...
I don't care about the woman in the jumper. I want to know why you married me.
So who is he?
Who's who?
This love of your life.
You don't need to know.
It's that butcher, isn't it?
Are you going to answer my question or not?
So, are you still seeing him?
Still seeing who?
Who? The one-armed butcher boy. Who do you think?
Oh, you can't answer the question, can you? You can't even answer the question.
Is that why you've come back? To tell me you're leaving me for him?
Are you going to listen to me at all?
Yes, I'm listening. I've been listening. Of course I'm listening.
All my life, I've been waiting for something to happen. Only I didn't realise I was waiting. I thought I was living.
You were living. Of course you were living. You weren't dead, were you? If you weren't dead, you were alive, so you must have been living.
Don't you want to be happy?
I am happy.
I mean, properly happy.
What's properly happy? What's that?
I don't know, but I want to find out.
Are you saying you've not been happy with me?
Yes, Vernon. Yes. That's precisely what I'm saying.
Why's that, then?
Because I can't be myself with you.
What do you mean? Who are you if you're not yourself?
I mean, you take over, Vernon. You take everything over.
Do I?
Yes.
I don't mean to.
You might not mean to, but you do.
Can't we, just give it another go? I mean, if you're not leaving me for him, then there must be room in your heart, for me.
Vernon.
I missed you, Shirl. I missed you like mad.
Two fillet steaks, please.
Special occasion, is it?
A celebratory dinner.
What are you celebrating?
Leaving Vernon.
Who are you celebrating with?
With Vernon.
All right.
How much?
How much?
For the steaks.
They're free.
What?
They're free.
Oh, you're a shop. In a shop you're supposed to sell things.
I don't charge superheroes.
I'm not a superhero.
You've got superpowers.
I don't think, strictly speaking, the ability to turn invisible counts as a superpower.
Oh, I think it does.
He smiles at me. You should see his smile. It's like the smile of an angel or something. And it occurs to me that maybe he is an angel. I mean, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he was. Because that's like the beauty of this life, isn't it? Anything is possible. And any moment, anything could happen. Anything at all.
In The Disappearance of Shirley McGill by Katie Hims, we heard Lesley Manville, Philip Jackson, Shaun Dingwall, Emma Woolliams and Scott Brooksbank. The director was Jeremy Mortimer.